and welcome to my channel. My name is Varens. I am so excited to have you here with me today. I just want to take a moment to wish you a Merry Christmas, and I hope your day is filled with nothing but joy and happiness. So today, I just want to show you guys how to make this delicious cream cheese pound cake. And without further ado, let's jump right into the video.
So to get started, I preheated the oven to 350 degrees, and I have here 3 cups of flour, 1.5 cups of unsalted butter or 3 sticks of butter at room temperature, 8-ounce cup or 1 cup of cream cheese at room temperature, 2 3/4 cups of sugar, 1 lemon zest, half a teaspoon of salt, 1/4 teaspoon of baking powder, 2.5 teaspoon of vanilla, 6 large eggs, and 1 whole lemon, and of course my hand mixer. I am going to add my butter into my mixer, and then I am going to go ahead and give it a mix. While mixing the butter, make sure it's at room temperature so that it will be easy to mix. If not, you'll have a hard time mixing. Then I'm going to go ahead and add my cream cheese and give that a mix as well. I am now going to incorporate my sugar in batches just to make sure that it's evenly coated with the butter and cream cheese. While mixing that, make sure that your batter is nice and fluffy. Now I'll be adding the vanilla extract, and then I am going to go ahead and give that a mix. Then I'll add in the lemon zest as well as the lemon juice. So now I am going to add in 1 egg at a time just to make sure that the egg and the batter is coated evenly. You can choose to add up to 2 at a time if you want, but I prefer to add in 1 at a time. When using the hand mixer, it comes with different speed levels. So my highest was 5 and my lowest was 1. So when I started mixing the batter, I started off with 1. Then I gradually increased the speed level. So you choose the speed level that you want to go at. So I didn't have my sifter with me, so I went ahead and used my fine strainer to strain the flour. While straining the flour, I went in batches just to make sure it was strained perfectly. I went ahead and added my baking powder and then my salt and gave it a mix. I am now going to add the flour in batches and go ahead and give it a mix. So off camera, I didn't show how I battered my cake pan. I went ahead and just battered it with some butter and then some flour. And then I went ahead and added my cake mix to the pan so that it won't stick. You also don't want to overfill your pans. If not, the cake will overflow. So I just did it halfway and I added the rest to my other cake pan. After that, I put the cake in the oven and let it bake for about 55 minutes. After 55 minutes, I took the cake out of the oven and I placed it on my cooling rack. And then I am going to go ahead and take a toothpick and put it right down in the middle of the cake just to make sure that the cake is good. So if the stick comes out clean, then that means the cake is cooked. But if it still has some sticky parts to it, then that means it's not. So as you can see in the video, both cakes were cooked evenly. And then I'm going to take a knife to just like pick out the sides just to make sure that it's not sticking to the pan. And I'm just going to let it cool off for about another 45 minutes. Now that the cake is nice and cooled, I took it out the pan and I placed it back on the cooling rack. And I went ahead and decorated it with some confectioner's sugar. Now that the cake is coated with some confectioner's sugar, I went ahead and decorated it with some chocolate just for presentation. But I really enjoyed the cake with some ice cream. You can have this cake with some hot chocolate or coffee. It will go perfectly. And if you happen to try this recipe, don't forget to tag me on Instagram and let me know how you enjoyed it. Until next time, have a lovely Christmas and thanks for watching.